Imagine a shark coming to you, not to attack, but to ask for help. This isn't the plot of a movie, it's a real-life story. It all began in the deep waters off the coast of Jupiter, Florida, where experienced diver Josh Eccles was about to encounter something no one could have expected. While exploring the Atlantic with his team, Josh came across a lemon shark in distress. Helping a shark, especially one as large and powerful as a lemon shark, might seem impossible. But this wasn't just any shark. It was a cry for help from one of the ocean's most misunderstood creatures. At the center of it all was a diver, whose compassion and quick thinking would change that shark's life forever. But before diving into the incredible rescue, let's get to know Josh Eccles a little better. Josh is a local diver with Emerald Dive Charters in Jupiter, Florida, and has earned a reputation over the years for his extensive knowledge of the seas and its creatures. His team appreciates him for his calm demeanor and deep understanding of the water. Josh is the kind of diver who truly gets it. As Captain Randy Jordan, owner of Emerald Charters, once said, "He's one of the most mindful divers I've worked with." Josh doesn't just dive. He observes, listens, and engages with marine life on a deeper level. Having spent the last 5 years diving in Jupiter's waters, his daily schedule is anything but ordinary. A certified professional diver since his early 20s, Josh has completed over 2,000 dives to date. Diving isn't just a hobby for Josh, it's a way of life. In fact, he dives 3 times a day, every day, which has earned him unparalleled expertise. Jupiter, Florida is famous for its year-round clear visibility, drawing marine biologists, conservationists, and thrill-seeking divers alike. The stunning reefs, abundant sea life, and pristine waves make it a diver's paradise. Yet, the ocean is not only beautiful but unpredictable, with every dive bringing fresh challenges and surprises. From sea turtles to schools of fish to the occasional shark, divers often encounter a wide range of underwater creatures. Despite Josh's extensive experience, nothing had prepared him for what he would encounter that day. Josh's passion for the ocean goes beyond diving for excitement. He deeply values the sea's beauty and the creatures that call it home. Spending so much time beneath the surface, he's built a bond with the ocean and its residents, constantly striving to protect and preserve them. But when he came across a distressed lemon shark, the events of that day would be unlike anything he'd ever experienced. The day would test his compassion and bravery in ways he never expected. Sharks had always fascinated Josh, especially the lemon sharks often found in the region. Known to live up to 25 years and return to the same breeding grounds year after year, these sharks are both magnificent and intimidating. Their yellow-brown coloring helps them blend into sandy seafloors in shallow coastal waters, earning them their name. It was a typical day, sun shining, calm waters, and Josh preparing to dive with his team. They checked their gear with practiced precision, adjusting fins and ensuring tanks were secure. But something felt different today. The ocean's usual vast blue had an unusual tension in the water, a feeling Josh couldn't quite explain. As they descended into the Atlantic, he and his team became acutely aware of a presence nearby. A shadow moved in the distance, larger and more deliberate than the other creatures around them. Initially, they thought it might be another diver or a curious fish, but soon Josh realized what was happening. A shark was approaching them. But this wasn't just any shark. At first, Josh's adrenaline spiked. Sharks were common in these waters, but this one was behaving differently. It was a lemon shark, typically not aggressive toward humans, yet this one seemed unusual. Although these sharks are apex predators in their habitat due to their size and strength, they aren't typically interested in human interaction. Unlike other shark species, lemon sharks have been known to form social bonds and even show preferences for certain group members. But this shark wasn't acting like any typical lemon shark. Instead of swimming away as most sharks would, it kept nudging Josh, trying to get his attention. And then, to everyone's astonishment, it began bumping into him. This wasn't a casual nudge. The shark seemed to be actively trying to communicate with him. Each time it bumped into Josh, it would lift its head and expose its belly, a behavior no one had ever witnessed before. Sharks don't do this, and Josh knew something was wrong. The shark's behavior was puzzling. While sharks are known for being curious creatures, this level of interaction was unheard of. As Josh explained to WPBF, "They don't bump into us like this." Kept coming back. "This female lemon shark kept nudging me and then flipping over to show me her belly," Eccles told CBS News. "It was like she was saying, 'Hey, I need help.' You wouldn't expect a shark to ask for help, but that's exactly what it felt like," Eccles recalled in a later interview. The shark continued to circle Josh and his team, repeating the same behavior, bumping into him, then showing her stomach. It was clear she was trying to communicate something. But what could it be? "She's trying to tell us something," Josh thought, his heart racing as he felt the weight of the moment. This wasn't just a typical encounter, it was a desperate plea for help. Josh knew the shark's behavior was unusual. While lemon sharks are known for their sharp teeth, amazing strength, and size, growing up to 11 feet long, they are not typically aggressive toward people. Josh had encountered them before, and they were usually calm. But this shark was different. She seemed frantic, and Josh could sense she was in distress. His discomfort grew as the shark continued bumping into him. He knew he had to figure out what was happening. Then, as if the shark was guiding him to the issue, Josh saw something shocking. Rising from the shark's belly was a large hook. Sorry for the interruption. Before we continue, I kindly ask you to like the video and subscribe to this channel. It's incredibly important to us. Thank you. The shark had been carrying the hook for who knows how long, and it appeared to be causing her extreme pain. It was embedded deep in her skin, a constant reminder of her suffering. Desperate to remove the hook, the shark couldn't do it on her own. This is where Josh's expertise and quick thinking came into play. She kept circling back and lifting her body in front of me, exposing her underside where I saw the hook, Eccles said in an interview with WPBF2 News. "She swam right up to me, then rolled over and exposed her belly. That's when I saw the hook lodged deep near her fin," he recounted to CBS News. "To be really honest, it was really frightening," Josh admitted, "but I realized I had to act to assist this animal." Later, Josh said, "It was one of those times when you don't think, you just act." As he examined the shark, Josh couldn't help but marvel at the resilience of these animals. This shark had likely been carrying the hook for months, maybe even years, yet she had survived. She endured the pain and adapted as best she could. But now she needed help, and she had chosen Josh to provide it. The emotional weight of the moment wasn't lost on Josh. As a diver, he had always respected the ocean and its inhabitants. But now, with the shark's survival resting in his hands, that respect transformed into a deep sense of responsibility. This wasn't just about removing a hook. It was about giving the shark a second chance at life. Josh felt a connection to the shark that was hard to put into words. As the shark hovered close, her movements slow and deliberate, it was clear that she had reached out for help. Amid the vastness of the ocean, where humans are sometimes seen as invaders, this moment highlighted the fragility of life underwater and the unique bond between people and animals. "I've seen a lot of sharks over the years," Josh would later recall, "but this one was different. She wasn't just surviving, she was asking for help. It's something I'll never forget." Back on the surface, Josh's team was equally moved by what they had witnessed. They had seen sharks before, but this interaction was unlike anything they had ever experienced. It was almost as if the shark knew Josh was the one who could help her. One team member said it was amazing to, watch. For Josh, the decision to help wasn't a choice, it was an instinct. As he prepared to make his first attempt at removing the hook, he knew he was about to face one of the most challenging moments of his diving career. The hook was massive, large enough to cause significant injury and distress. Josh's first instinct was to try and remove it, but as soon as he made his move, the shark quickly swam away. It was a moment of frustration and heartbreak. The shark needed help, but she wasn't ready for Josh's attempt just yet. Understandably frightening. "She didn't trust me fully yet," Josh explained. But I wasn't going to give up on her. It was a clear sign that this wouldn't be an easy task, but Josh's determination was unwavering. Eccles had been diving for years and had dealt with dangerous situations before, but this was different. This wasn't a threat, it was a creature in need, and Josh knew the shark was depending on him. Without hesitation, he prepared for a second attempt. Josh followed the shark as it swam away, returning each time, hoping for a closer look at the hook embedded in her belly. Clearly nervous, the shark trusted Josh enough to return for a second round of assistance. This wasn't just another encounter, it was an opportunity for Josh to make a real difference. He carefully approached the shark from the side, placing his hand gently under her snout, a technique he'd practiced during dives with docile sharks. "You have to stay calm," he later said. "If you panic, they panic." Josh knew he needed a better look. Given the shark's size and strength, this wasn't going to be easy. The hook was large, a thick commercial-grade one, as Josh recalled. At first, it didn't budge. I had to wiggle it back and forth slowly to get it loose without causing her further harm. The hook was stuck deep and removing it wasn't going to be simple, but Josh never gave up. He continued working at it, slowly but surely determined to free the shark from its torment. The process was painstaking. Every tug felt like a battle against the ocean itself, but Josh's determination never wavered. With each passing moment, he could feel the shark's trust growing. Then finally, the hook came free. After several attempts, Josh succeeded. He had managed to extract the rusted hook, about 4 inches long. "It looked like a shark fishing hook," he explained. "The kind used for large game fish, definitely not something a shark could remove on its own." The hook was roughly the size of his hand, and it was obvious why the shark had been trying so hard to get rid of it. She had been carrying it for far too long, and today, thanks to Josh, she was finally free. According to Josh and other divers at Emerald Charters, it's common for sharks to carry foreign objects for long periods. This one had clearly been carrying the hook for months, Josh noted, with tissue growing over part of it. It must have been agonizing. It was clear she had been suffering for a long time. There was tissue growing over the hook. It must have been extremely painful, he told WPBF. Who knows how long the shark had been trying to get rid of it. But now, thanks to Josh's patience and bravery, she was free from the weight of the hook dragging her down. After the hook was removed, something incredible happened. As if the shark was expressing her gratitude, she swam toward Josh and his team. The whole exchange was documented, and the moment the shark swam up to the camera was captured. "It swam right past my mask and looked me straight in the eye," Josh said in an interview. "I've never had a shark do that before. It was surreal, like she was acknowledging me." With the hook gone, the team watched the shark swim off into the vast blue sea. But the story didn't end there. Josh and his crew had been documenting the entire exchange, capturing the stunning moment when the shark came toward the camera. It was as if she wanted the world to see her relief, her gratitude, and her second chance at life. The shark's actions were extraordinary. This was a moment few people will ever experience, helping a powerful creature like a lemon shark in need and witnessing its appreciation. The shark had come to Josh for help, and after being freed, she showed her thanks in the most beautiful way. Over the years, Josh had encountered countless marine animals during his dives, but this experience left an indelible mark. Although he had always cherished the sea and its inhabitants, this meeting transformed his connection to it. It became a vivid reminder that trust is a bond that transcends species, and the ocean is home to creatures that deserve not only respect, but a helping hand when needed most. The bond between compassion and the ocean is not exclusive to humans. Even the most feared predators of the sea can recognize kindness and, in moments of need, reach out for help in ways we may not fully understand. On that day, Josh Eccles became a quiet hero, not only for removing the painful hook, but for truly listening to what the shark was trying to communicate. While many would have recoiled in fear, Josh leaned into the moment, seeing an opportunity to make a real difference. His calm instincts and courage gave the shark the freedom to swim unburdened once again in the waters of Jupiter. What followed was something even Josh hadn't anticipated. The footage of the interaction, captured by his dive crew, was uploaded to Emerald Charter's social media page. It quickly went viral, gathering millions of views and sparking worldwide conversations. Major news outlets like CBS News, National Geographic, and Inside Edition picked up the story. People were not only captivated by the shark's unusual behavior, but also by Josh's empathy and instinct to help. Local divers began reporting sightings of what they believed to be the same female lemon shark weeks after the rescue. "She still swims near us sometimes," said one diver, "and she's noticeably more relaxed around humans." Josh himself saw her again on several dives, recognizing her by a faint scar near her belly where the hook had been. "She comes, close, circles once, and moves on. It's like she remembers." The story became an invaluable teaching tool. Dive instructors in Florida began sharing the video as an example of responsible and respectful diver interactions with marine life. Conservationists praised the story as a reminder of the importance of empathy and awareness underwater, values that go beyond thrill-seeking and focus on true stewardship. Josh's story wasn't dramatic in the traditional sense. There were no rescue boats, no crowds cheering, just a man and a shark in the quiet of the sea. But to that animal, it meant everything. This is more than just the tale of a diver and a shark. It's a testament to how one act of kindness can ripple through the ocean and beyond. In a world where many creatures face mounting threats, Josh Eccles's actions stand as a powerful reminder of what it truly means to care, and how nature sometimes gives us the opportunity to prove it. Did you enjoy this story? Would you have helped the shark like Josh did? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this story, consider subscribing to the channel and giving it a thumbs up. Sometimes, even the most feared creatures just need a little kindness. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next video and have a wonderful day.